Hey everyone! Today's class is going to be a bit of a deep dive into flexibility. We're going to be holding poses for a little bit longer, so a little bit coco-ish, quite close to the ground. But we're also going to have more advanced variations for those of you who wanted to deepen your flexibility. In particular, we're focusing on opening through the hips, and we're going to be working towards our front splits, our Hanumanasana, as well as kind of our middle splits. Having two blocks nearby will definitely be useful if you are wanting to try these more advanced progressions, but it is totally okay if you do not have them. You will still get a very, very good stretch without. Before we begin, I just wanted to mention, if you haven't heard already, that in April, so very soon, I will be launching my own membership site. I am super excited about this next part, and to celebrate, we're actually going to launch with a 30-day yoga challenge. So every day for the month of April, I will be uploading a different class. Each week is going to focus on a different theme. The first is the body, the second week we're focusing on the mind, third week we're focusing on the heart, and then the fourth week we're focusing on kind of spirit or energy. And all of these weeks are going to help us just find more awareness, more presence within our practice and within ourselves. So if you wanted to join me, then keep April in your mind. I'll post more details closer to the time, but I should also let you know that I will be offering a founders membership over that month of April. This means that you will be able to receive 50% off the membership price, and once you have this price, you will have it for as long as your membership stays active. So it is an awesome deal, and I just wanted to have that there as a thank you to those who have been around for the last few years as I've been developing my skills here on YouTube. And I'm just really looking forward to creating a more intentional and intimate space for those who are keen to join me there. Anyway, let's begin in a seated position. If you did have a block, let's come up onto it. Find a cross-legged position. And before we even begin to move, we're just going to connect with our breath, because if you've done quite deep postures, you will know that you will potentially feel discomfort, and the breath is a really good way of being able to help us soften and ease into those moments. So bring your hands around your ribs, your thumbs coming behind and your fingertips wrapping forward. You might close your eyes down for this. Let's take a slow breath in through the nose. Can you feel your ribs push out into your hands? And a slow breath out through the nose. Feeling the hands come closer together, the ribs closing in. Inhale through the nose. Expanding sideways. Exhale through the nose. Couple more breaths like this. Not only do we want to expand laterally, so to the sides, we also want to expand forward and back. So expanding into the front of your fingers, into the back of the thumb. Two more breaths like this. Focusing on slowing down the exhalation. Feeling any tension within the muscles here, release. Okay, release the hands. We're going to find a bound angle pose. Stay on your block. You can even stack your blocks up if you would like. Bring the soles of your feet together, and for the moment we're just going to lift our knees up and down quite quickly. Starting to loosen around the hip joints. You can hold on to the ankles if that feels good. Okay, let's pause. Okay, you can just simply fold forward. If you did feel like a little bit more, we're gonna press our hands down into our knees. Take a breath in. Slow breath out, lean forward and then press. Back out on your breath in. Breathe out, push your hands down, lean forward. 3 more like this. If you did have some weights nearby, some dumbbells or anything else, it can be very useful to bring these on top of your knees, just to bring some weight to help drop the knees towards the ground. 1 more. And then roll yourself up. We're going to continue opening through our adductors and our hips in our wide-legged child's pose. So you want to take your knees wider than your mat, if you had a mat. You can keep your big toes together. For this one, I would recommend bringing your elbows underneath your shoulders. You might stay here. If it feels comfortable, you could try frog pose. You'd lean forward slightly and then take your feet out so that they're in line with your knees. Maybe let's shift forward a little bit, feel the tension back out, back off, and then shift back slightly. Ooh, that gets a little bit intense there. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift back. A couple more times. I know this is a big pose to begin our practice with. It's always coming back to our breath, helping us to ease into these movements. You could take a little pulse forward and back towards the end of your range. And then hold. You could stay on your elbows. If you felt comfortable, you could come up onto your hands just a little bit. Practicing some versions of cat and cow. Inhaling, opening the chest. And then as you exhale, kind of round. Tuck your ribs in. I find this part quite challenging. Inhale, open up. Exhale to round. Let's go 2 more. Bringing some more activeness into the muscles around our joints. If you're in frog pose, bring your feet together and then push up, ease in. Ooh, maybe narrow child's pose, balasana. Walk yourself back, lift yourself up, step your right foot forward. Might feel useful here to grab your blocks and just have them for support for your hands. Lift your chest up high, breathe in through the nose. Exhale, sink the hips down a little more. Square the hips towards the front. Lean back, Ardha Hanumanasana, half monkey pose or half splits. Making sure that there is a little bend in your right knee. We have to make sure as we get into our deeper positions that we don't hyperextend the knee. Don't lock it out, okay? We want to keep some pressure, some tension around the joint so everything kind of stays safe. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift back. A couple more times, inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Hold at the back. You might pulse up and down a little bit here as well. Think about pulling your toes towards your forehead. If you're feeling quite open, maybe you think about bringing elbows down to blocks either side of your leg. If you're feeling really good, maybe elbows down to the floor. I don't think that's going to happen for me today. As you do this, make sure that the right hip doesn't hike up too much. You want to pull it down so it's in line with the left, keeping the integrity of the length through the back of the hamstrings. One more option is to kind of twist towards the right. So you might walk your hands or your elbows around to the outside of the right leg. One more slow breath. And roll yourself back up. Come back into your lunge. This time we're going to lift up a little taller. And feel free to keep your hands on the blocks. Otherwise, we take a quad stretch. So we bend our left knee. Try to hold your left hand around the left foot. Squeeze your left glute. That's going to promote extension through the hip, front of the left hip. It's very windy today. I don't know if that's coming through on the camera, but if you wanted even more, you could take the right hand around as well. Open the chest, roll the shoulders back, take one more breath. Roll yourself down. Walk your right foot out a little more. We're setting up for lizard lunge. You can keep the foot on the ground. If you're feeling quite open, you might take a block and pop it underneath your right foot. That's going to increase the range of motion, because what we're going to do is, if possible, bring our elbows towards the ground. And that might not happen today. That's totally fine. You can also bring elbows down onto a block. Get heavy within the hips. You might relax the head. And from here, we're going to open up into a twist. Pivot that left hand so it's facing towards the right foot. Come to the outer edge of your right heel. You might bring your hand on top of your right knee and just push it out gently. Maybe feeling that more into the side of the glutes. Maybe a little bit more into the adductors. One more option, if you're feeling quite open, you could turn this into a quad stretch as well. So taking the left foot towards the right hand. Keep spiraling the heart towards the right. Let's go one more breath. And then release. Push yourself up. Hui. Slide your right knee back. Maybe just sit down for a moment. Take a little jiggle side to side. Kind of doing whatever you need to do to make that feel good within the body. And we're going to try that on the other side. So grab your blocks. Let's start with our lunge. Stepping the left foot forward, lifting the chest up. If you didn't have blocks here, it might be on fingertips. Just really reach the crown of the head towards the sky. Press your right shin towards the ground. One more breath. Lengthen your left leg. Ardha Hanumanasana. Breathe in. Breathe out to fold. Goodness, my left hamstring's a little tighter on this side. Let's flow these two positions. Breathe in, shift forward, open the chest. Exhale, shift back. Let's go 3 more. Hold at the back. You can stay on your hands. If you're feeling quite open, maybe hands or elbows down to blocks either side of your front leg. Again, drop your left hip down slightly and pull it back a little bit. You can almost imagine your front heel trying to drag backwards. One more breath through the center. And then maybe you take it towards the left. You could be on your fingertips. If you're feeling really open, then maybe the elbows. Come back through center, setting up for our lunge with the quad stretch. So lift yourself up. Again, you can have blocks around if you would like. Bend the right knee, right hand holds onto the right foot. Engage the right glute. Roll the shoulders back and down. If you did feel like a little bit more, left hand could reach behind as well. Now, if your hands didn't quite reach, that is a possibility. You could grab a strap or a towel or something to hold around the ankle to pull it towards you. One more breath. Maybe on your exhale you lean forward just a little bit more. Release the foot. Shuffle the left foot out slightly. Hips forward, setting up for our lizard lunge. If you tried the block underneath the foot on the other side, maybe you bring it back up. Staying on your hands, maybe elbows down. You want your knee to be stacked on top of your ankle. Sometimes people have their foot too far back or too far forward. Underneath the knee makes it very stable. One more slow breath. Remember, try to slow down that exhale. Come to the outer edge of your left foot. We're going to turn this into a twist. Right hand pivots, so it's facing the left. Maybe the left hand comes to the left knee and you gently press it out. Roll the left shoulder back. Turn the center of the chest towards the side of the mat. Might stay here. Maybe you add that quad stretch again. And then releasing. Come back out again, just move in a way that feels good for you here. Something I want you to remember as we head into our splits, our Hanumanasana, our monkey pose, is Sthira Sukham Asanam, which translates to an asana should be steady and comfortable. That's a yoga sutra. If you're feeling any sense of pain, of tensing, of I'm not ready for this, it's a sign you've gone a little too far. So just make sure that wherever you do land, you can sink into it. You might feel sensation, it might feel a little uncomfortable, but you can slow down and settle in. Right foot forward. You can hang out in your lunge or your half monkey, but if you did want to play with your full monkey, you might shuffle your right foot forward, left foot back. If your hips are quite far off the ground, then what can be quite good is to bring a block or two underneath the front thigh, or a bolster, anything really that kind of helps support your hips. Bring it on its lowest setting, its highest setting. Thinking right hip back, left hip forward. And if you manage to get all the way down and you're feeling pretty good here and you've got good alignment and you felt like more, you could use your block. This is quite high, so you can always have like just a rolled up towel or something and place your top foot, your front foot on top of that. And then try to sink down. Two more breaths. Push yourself out. Again, do what you need to do. Now let's try that on the other side. Left foot forward, right foot back. Cool. Let's see what this side gives me today. Might surprise yourself. If your shoulders are all the way up to your ears, relaxing down. Again, just find that steadiness. Make sure it feels comfortable. Soften the jaw. Relax the lips. Breathe into the ribs. One more breath. Start to lift yourself up. Nice work, everyone. Okay, we've got one more opportunity to play middle splits. Now, maybe let's start with our hips on the ground and your feet wide. Okay, this tends to be a bit more of an accessible variation, and you just lean forward as much as you can. You could practice kind of like your pancake where you kind of fold flat. Hands could be on blocks on the floor. You could have elbows down. You'll stay here for a few breaths. If you did feel like trying your middle splits, it's going to be a little hard to do this when I'm on a bit of a slope. I don't know if you can see that. I might roll into the water. Let's hope not. I might just do it from standing, just make it a little easier. What you'll do is that you'll take your feet wide and you'll shuffle your feet out. And you just keep going, keep going. rocking hips back. A little bit more targeted into the adductors, the inner of the legs. One more breath wherever you are. And then to come out of it, sometimes the easiest way is to roll forward if you're in your middle splits. And then shuffle in. Wowee, that was a lot. All fun, I hope. We're going to head pretty much straight onto our backs. So roll yourself down. Might jiggle the hips from side to side. Whew. Just feeling into all of that openness that we've created around that area of the body. You might take your feet wide on the mat, bend the knees, and just window wiper side to side. If there are any positions, any final movements that you'd like to take before we rest for a couple of minutes, then please feel free to. A twist each side could be nice, or maybe an inversion such as halasana, plow pose, maybe supported bridge. If you did feel pretty ready to rest, then you might extend your legs out long. Bring your hands down by the sides. Closing the eyes down. Coming back to that breathing right into the ribs. Deepening your experience here on the mat. Before we begin to move again, take 3 really slow breaths. Every breath an opportunity to soften, to let go of any tension, physical, mental, anything that's kind of holding you, constricting you, just letting that go. our way up into a seat. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Start to roll yourself up. Take a deep breath in once you get to the top. And a slow breath out through the mouth. Thank you, my friends. I really hope you enjoyed today's practice. Let me know if you want any more classes like this. I think it's quite fun to play on these challenging positions, which often when we come to, vinyasa flows, it's about the speed, it's about the flow itself, which can be quite challenging, whereas with these ones, it's kind of learning how to soften and sink into that stillness. So let me know if you want more and maybe feel more into the shoulders or the spine. I'll read all your comments down below. And just keep in mind, April. It's going to be a fun time. Thank you so much. I'll see you again soon.